Coronation Street famous person Sue Cleaver confirms Eileen's go-out plot after 25 years. It's in no way too past due to reinvent yourself. Coronation Street airs Sue Cleaver's very last scene subsequent week as she bows out from the position of Eileen Grimshaw after 25 years. Eileen reaches a crossroads in her existence while her son Jason, who is in short again in town, invitations her to sign up for him in Thailand and spend money on his bar business. While Eileen's associate George Shuttleworth gives to make the flow with her. There is an experience that they may be each beginning to realize they may be now no longer proper for every different. Are they approximately to move their separate ways? Why is Eileen beginning to experience that George is not the proper guy for her? Eileen had such terrible stories with men. George became type and he became comfortable. So she caught with him. But Julie became announcing to her, "Look, are you positive he is the one?" Life is so quick. It became that realization that existence may be very quick and, am I simply settling for the incorrect reason? So I suppose it became actually the voice of Julie in Eileen's ear that began out making her query her good deal in existence. Wherein she became in existence. The age she became and became there something else accessible for her. Eileen's continually been surrounded through humans on the Grimshaw house. Would you assert that she hasn't had an awful lot time to reflect on consideration on what is proper for her? That's what she's questioning approximately. It's like, what have I finished with my existence? Where am I? What do I want? What's accessible? So I simply suppose she's reached that level in her existence. In actual existence, you selected to go away Coronation Street due to the fact you furthermore may desired to do something different. What recommendation might you provide to Eileen? We may not be capable of alternate society's view. Slowly it is modified, however it is as much as us and we will make changes. I suppose the maximum essential component isn't to take a seat down and area out. Due to the fact the handiest manner to have an effect on alternate is to get from your consolation area, and it is the handiest time that matters happen. There are plenty of possibilities accessible. We ought to keep in mind all of the energy that we've and what we ought to provide as ladies of a positive age or enjoy counts for lots. It's in no way too past due to reinvent yourself. It's in no way too past due to be courageous and attempt something new. Bravery is not simply something you've got, it is learned. You simply make little tiny steps. Simply little tiny matters each day to alternate your recurring and step out and be fearless. So this is the adventure I'm on. And in an experience. Yes, Eileen's mirroring that through stepping out into the unknown. We realize which you have been eager for Ryan Thomas to go back as Jason Grimshaw for Eileen's go out. Can you inform us how that got here approximately? Which became over 12 months ago. I rang Ryan and I said, "Ryan, I'm going to inform them that I'm going. If they inquire from me approximately exits, I'd actually like to mention which you'd come again and take me out. However, I do not know whether or not they had cross for it or now no longer." Oh my gosh. Of direction I might. That became so cute for me. It became simply so quality to have him again and filming the one's very last scenes with him. It simply felt like I'd come complete circle. Actually. How does Eileen experience while Jason shows that she had to visit Thailand with him? She's very keen on George. She has love for George. However, she is aware of she's settling. For many humans, that might be an awesome possibility to visit nearly the opposite aspect of the world. And with the protection blanket of her son being there. So she will cross and be with him for a while. So have been you thrilled with the very last storyline? So it became perfect. I'm so satisfied with the finishing. I became so humbled through it and the manner it have been written and what it is. I felt very thankful to have this kind of excellent finishing written. It regarded very, very apt. Will you watch your very last episode? Yeah, I'll watch that final episode. I will. It is the cease of a bankruptcy of my existence. How became it to movie your go out story? It became filmed out of order. So my final scene on display screen became filmed some days earlier than my final day. In order that made it lots easier. There have been some moments wherein it hit me and I became like, oh wow, it's now no longer a lot the job. However, additionally the humans that we take for granted. They're simply there all of the time and you then definitely cross. Oh God. This is it. That is the cease. That is extraordinary. But I had a pleasant dinner out with the Grimshaws and the streetcar boys at the night after we would filmed that very last Eileen scene. After which we have been again in to do different scenes. It became a totally extraordinary component. Because it became precisely how I desired it to be. It felt proper. I'm in no way going to experience like I'm that a long way away. I actually have too many connections there. I've were given too many buddies who were there. My husband nevertheless works there, so it is continually going to be a big a part of my existence. And perhaps in the future she'll bob again. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.